News is on your side. A faster 911 system is in the works in the metro.
Next Generation 911 is an initiative aimed at updating the 911 infrastructure in the United States and Canada.
John Chapman talked to Douglas County officials about this new technology.
Douglas County officials say Next Generation 911 will be implemented in stages. The first part of Next Gen 911 is to replace the infrastructure that allowed 911 centers to function years ago.
It's like having just a landline at your house. It still relies on copper cables somewhere that allow the phone call to come across in a traditional manner. Next Gen 911, the first portion of that is changing that to where the call delivery, instead of coming over traditional phone lines, will actually happen over an IP network.
We're doing sewer replacement, struck a gas line, 778.
That will update our system and eventually allow 911 operators to take advantage of technology we all use right now on our cell phones and devices.
Eventually, you may be able to use other technologies that would be equivalent of any type of FaceTime type application, to where you might actually be able to allow the call taker to see what's going on your phone and actually interact and have the call taker be able to see what's going on in your surroundings.
That information can be passed on to first responders in the field and allow them to assess the situation to determine what type of tools or the number of emergency personnel are needed at a scene. Kyle Kramer is the Douglas County Technical Director. He tells us it will take time to grow into Next Generation 911, and the new system has the capability of growing as technology grows.
72 clear, 108th and Q, headed westbound.
On your side in Omaha, I'm John Chapman, 6 News.
State officials say the system could be in place in the metro by the 1st of next year. That includes Pottawatomie County. Douglas County's testing the system, and officials say if it checks out in 911 centers across the state, Nebraska should be connected in the next 6 months.